Welcome back, my friends, to another Leal Legacy Vloggentary. Right along this episode, we are going to ride 7 Dwarves Mine Train at the Magic Kingdom in Disney World. Shot during our trip in May 2021. This is one of the Magic Kingdom's more popular rides currently. There's always a pretty significant line. We got to do rider swap on this trip since Maverick was just an itty-bitty baby. So the boys got to ride the ride twice as Marissa and I, switched off with the baby. That kid's pure chaos. This was a fun little tidbit up here. A little kind of animated guide to what to do on the ride. Pretty standard. Take off your hat, glasses, put your belongings, tuck them away, pull the bar down, all that kind of stuff. But I felt like this was one of the more unique ways to translate that info. Usually they just, rattle it off through some sort of, recording as you're sitting down and gearing up to get going on the ride. But this, in the line queue, pretty fun. Nice touch. Not the longest or most elaborate of line queues, but still holding true to Magic Kingdom fashion. It's it's fun. It's immersive. That's the word I was looking for. Immersive. When this was shot, I believe this was my 3rd time on this ride. I haven't ridden it as many times as some of the other ones in the park, but it's always always a blast. Or the times I've been on it have been a blast. It's not the longest of rides, but it's perfect for Bane was 5 here, and I think it's fun for all ages, but it's a good introductory ride, I think, to some of the bigger ones like Big Thunder Mountain and I guess really Big Thunder Mountain when it comes to rides at Magic Kingdom. But if you're going across the parks, like park hopping at Disney World, this is a really good test run before you take them on Expedition Everest or anything like that. Fun, rocky. The little barrel cars kind of go. They do a side to side kind of sway, which is it's a fun element. I don't know how much you notice when you're going on the track, but I do like this. Some of my most favorite rides at any of the Disney parks are the ones that are based on the films. And this one's unique in the way where it's based on Snow White, but it kind of doubles as a thrill ride, wherein the Snow White ride at Disneyland is less thrilling, but it's a ride that tells the story. This doesn't really tell the story. This is very 7 Dwarves specific. You ride the mine train to the mine they're working on or working in, and then you ride the mine train home from work. You go. Those boys. Hey, look. That's I believe that's Belle's castle, or the Beast's castle, or I guess they share the castle. I was gonna say those boys had their hands up for a while before the ride actually got going again. And then there's Cinderella's castle over there, real quick. blink and you missed it. And then boom, that was it. That was the gist of the ride. At least the most thrilling portion of the ride. See, when you get kind of like held up or hung up like this and you're waiting for the train car ahead of you to go on its way so you can pull up and unload, it's not so bad with, when it's scenic. The scenery is pleasant. The ambiance is nice. They got the music playing in the background. You barely notice that you're sitting there for a hot minute. Now, if you parked here, it would have been a little more exciting because here's the last bit of the ride, seeing the dwarves and Snow White having a little cottage party, which I think is really fun. I also think it's interesting that their faces are animated in the mine, but they aren't here. It's an interesting little change of pace. But just as magical, nevertheless. I love this song. Who doesn't love a good yodel? You know what I mean? Is there anyone in the world who doesn't appreciate a good yodel? Oh, did you see her? Creepy little witch. About to knock on the door. Hidden behind the trees. And that was that, folks. 7 Dwarves Mine Train at the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. I highly recommend it. If you are able to pull it off, definitely do it. Any way you can. The wait time does get a little long, so keep that in mind. Also, keep a lookout for our retrospective podcast on my podcast, Leal Legacy's Ragnarok. Shop our store Skeleton Crew. And as always, thanks for being a friend and telling a friend. Later.